You've heard of XRP for years, but what if I told you it could soon be worth $110,000? It sounds crazy, but it's not just a guess. Recent changes in US federal policies could make this a very real option. It is official that the Federal Reserve, which is the central bank of the United States, sees promise in XRP, and XRP has a strong position in the financial system thanks to blockchain technology. This new policy could completely change how it is used and, more importantly, what it's worth in the near future. XRP's value has been steadily rising, but now that it has the support of such a strong institution, we could see a rapid rise in its price. Imagine what this means for the whole cryptocurrency market, and for people who have been holding on to their XRP coins. This is a big moment that could change the way money works now that the new government policy is in place. It's not so impossible for XRP to hit $10,000 anymore. The Federal Reserve has been slow to adopt cryptocurrencies and blockchain for a long time, but this new move shows a change in what they thought. The policy recognizes that blockchain can help make cross-border transactions faster and cheaper, which is exactly what XRP was made to do. Because XRP can send money quickly and cheaply, it could be the perfect tool for global payments. Just picture a world where banks and other financial institutions all over the world use XRP for their international transactions. That's not some far-off future. It's happening right now. As more institutions join, demand for XRP will rise, which will bring its value up. The question isn't whether XRP will hit $10,000, but when it will. There is already a lot of talk in the market about how XRP could hit new heights. And in this latest confirmation from the when more government policies are put in place, the Federal Reserve has only added fuel to the fire. Except cryptocurrency, it is becoming more important for XRP to play a part in the global financial system. We've seen similar trends with other cryptocurrencies, but none of them have the same mix of technology and usefulness as XRP. It was made for a reason, and that reason is becoming more and more clear. This isn't just a speculative investment, no longer with the acceptance of INSTI. With its value going up and the support of the Federal Reserve, XRP is looking more and more like a key part of the future economy. Could $10,000 just be the start? The next few months and years will likely show us how high XRP can go, and we could be about to see a huge change in the way things are done. How people think about and use digital currencies. XRP, also known as Ripple, has long been thought to have the potential to change the way we send money around the world. At its core, XRP was created to fix the issues that traditional banking and money transfer systems have, such as slow transactions and high fees. This is different from many other cryptocurrencies which were created with a different goal in mind. The same goals. XRP stood out because it focused on one thing: real-world use. This is different from Bitcoin, which was made to be a digital store of value, and Ethereum, which powers smart contracts and decentralized apps. XRP was made to make international payments faster, easier to use, and less expensive than older systems like SWIFT, which are slow and expensive. It was a good option for banks and other financial institutions because it was faster and cheaper to send money between countries using XRP. But despite its benefits, XRP has had some problems, like problems with regulations and unstable markets. It's been a rough ride. The digital currency has been in court fights, mostly in the US. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) said that XRP was a security, which led to a lawsuit that made investors nervous. However, things are looking up now that federal policies have changed. For example, the US Federal Reserve has recognized the value of XRP as a tool for global financial transactions. This is a sign that the government is starting to see the blockchain technology has a lot of potential, and XRP is currently leading the way for mainstream adoption. This isn't just a small change, it's a huge endorsement of XRP's usefulness, and it could pave the way for more institutional adoption, which would only boost demand and ultimately the value of XRP as the Federal Reserve continues to shape the future of digital currency. And blockchain technology. XRP is set up to benefit from the fact that digital assets are becoming more well-known and accepted. Big banks are already looking into how adding XRP to their systems could help them, and some are even using it to send money to other countries. More partnerships are expected to happen now that the US Federal Reserve has changed its rules. Cooperation and new ideas in the financial world will bring XRP even more attention. At this point, XRP's value may only be a few dollars, but things are changing quickly as more developments happen. As banks and other financial institutions become more aware of XRP's true value, its price may skyrocket. It's no longer a matter of if XRP can hit $10,000, but with help from institutions, a real-world use case, and more government support, XRP's future looks brighter than ever. As we look ahead, everyone wants to know how close it is to that $10,000 price. Market's a big guess, but there are a few good reasons why this might happen. First, let's talk about how the market for when it comes to the financial world. The Federal Reserve's new policy in support of blockchain technology makes it clear that digital currencies like XRP will play a big part in the future of international trade. XRP is already used by banks to send money across borders, but now that the Federal Reserve backs it, we could see even more banks and as more organizations use XRP for international money transfers, the demand for the coin will naturally rise, which could cause its price to rise. Another thing to think about is XRP's unique position in the market. The prices of many other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum have gone up huge amounts due to speculation. XRP stands out because it can be used in the real world. It's not just gambling, it's about fixing real problems in the global financial system. Litecoin was created to make instant low-cost transactions across borders possible, and this need will only grow as the world becomes more linked. This means that traders and investors aren't the only ones who want Litecoin. As more governments and businesses use XRP in everyday transactions, the price is likely to follow suit, making the $10,000 mark a realistic goal. Of course, there are still risks. The cryptocurrency market is notoriously volatile, and while the Federal Reserve's support is a big boost for XRP, things can change quickly. Regulations and problems cryptocurrencies rise could be slowed by changes in the market, or even problems with technology. But because XRP has the potential to completely change the way money works, the benefits could be much greater than the risks. As more people use digital currencies and their benefits, XRP is set to play a big role, a future that is certain. All signs point to XRP's value reaching new highs, whether it's $10,000 or more. The future looks very bright for XRP, and people who are hanging on to it could soon see their investment pay off in a big way. The new policy from the federal government is great for everyone, not just Ripple or the Bitcoin community. Keeping XRP or thinking about investing in it with the help of the Federal Reserve and